up, ladies and gentlemen? Khord here. So, I uploaded a video of how to gear your monk, and what I kind of want to do here is just give you a little example. Hopefully I don't run into anything too ridiculous, elite-wise. But anyways, an example of how to go about using the build that I listed on the elites. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to find some, and I'm going to give you kind of an example of how this build works. Alright guys, so we've found an enemy here. We've got Arcane, Enchanted Waller, Illusionist, Fire Chain. This is an incredibly hard combo. So, like right there, I'm going to take some damage from the Arcane. It's kind of getting crazy on the screen because there's so many of them. But you can kind of see, even though I'm taking a lot of damage from these things, I'm still kind of just tanking away on them. So, like, these wallers, even though they've walled me there, I can kind of shoot in a very long path using Keen Eye over the walls and still hit them. You know, I just had to run through that Arcane there, and you just kind of keep kiting back and, you know, try to keep your screen clear a little bit. You can see the tornadoes going off there. And remember, this is 1,000 AR right now, and you can kind of see why I recommend to get high AR. Is these Arcanes are hitting me for 2,000 with 1,000 AR, and what am I saying, on 10,100 armor. So that's kind of why I was recommending to you guys to get high armor, high AR. And then if you watch, you know, this life on hit is just awesome. I'm not healing myself at all. Oh, I hit an health globe there, but anyways, you kind of get the idea. You know, I punch this thing and I'm getting a fair amount of health back. Make sure you keep summoning your little companion as he gets killed. He will get killed quite a bit when he's got a lot of AoE damage to stand in. But that's kind of an example of how to handle elites with this build. You just kind of keep backing up a little bit. You shoot over things. Make sure you're not standing in things, because even though you are a tank, for some reason Blizzard decided to make it impossible to actually tank legitimately. So that's kind of an example of how to go about that. We can do something in Act 1 as well to kind of show it. Alright guys, so we found out in the Orcs hunting grounds a few elites that are fairly easy. Nightmarish Jailer, Mortar, Extra Health. If they weren't jailing me, I'd go out and I'd take a hit from a mortar to kind of show you what's going on. But as you can see, I mean, the Nightmare is a little irritating, and they're making me run around and do all this crazy stuff. But you know, you can tell dodging, dodge, 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 block, dodge, block. This is why some of the stats I listed are so important, and this is just kind of an easy way to show you guys exactly what's going on with it. So, as you can see with my current stats, I don't even really take damage from them at all. And that's about the extent of it. So, I guess I'm going to show you a little clip of Act 3 now, just to kind of show you guys that it is applicable, but it is kind of a pain. Alright guys, so we got some archers here in the Keep of the Depths, level 1, which is right next to where you would enter in. These guys do hit me a fair bit harder than the other acts. Right now I'm standing in the poison, which isn't always a good idea. And as you can see, like right there, I almost actually took a death. But now I'm out of the poison, I'm holding down my shift key, I'm kind of shooting them from outside of it. We're just kind of whittling them down. Pretty typical of this act. You know, about the same as Act 4, really. Just in Act 4, some of the combinations are even more ridiculous. And this is kind of a good way to keep them from getting into you, doing too much damage. And you can see the deadly reach is actually hitting the ones in the back as well. That's what I really like about this ability for some of these things. Looks like the companion got taken out. Get some of these guys away from us. As you can see, I kind of threw a heal there to myself, popped my immunity, moved out of the poison that was there. Couldn't really see it all that well because of the 3D environment that isn't designed very well, but you know, this is not a super hard combination for other affixes. I may have ended up going, you know, I may have ended up moving back all the way to here and hitting them and moving back again and hitting them. Let's say if they had arcane or something like that, and backing up and backing up and just kind of continuing that process as I went through. Luckily enough, that was a pretty easy elite pack, which is always nice. You don't get too many of those very often. So that's kind of an example of how the build works, guys. You kind of watched what abilities I was clicking on, or not clicking, but you know, that I was using as I was fighting them. I do spam my mantra a little bit. Just make sure that you're using all of your abilities as best you can, and make sure you're getting out of that fire, guys. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Keep track of everything I'm doing. Don't forget to hit that like button if you like what you're seeing. Go ahead and leave me comments if you want to critique what I'm doing or ask for new things or how-tos or whatever else. Like I said, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time in Act 3 or Act 4, but I will give you little glimpses of things that do work. The rest is really up to you guys and your ability to kind of plow through the game. Don't forget to share the video if you like what you're seeing. You know, you can hit that share button, share it to Facebook, Twitter, you know. Make sure you're letting your friends know what's going on, and if they need help, you know, one of the videos might help them out too. And like always, I will see you at the next video. Khord out.